Shalom, it's Jeremiah Yacole. Before we start off, I want to give praises to the Father and the Son. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash, Yahweh, is who the people ignorantly call God, and Yahushua is who the people ignorantly call Jesus. You so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, you are the Hebrew Israelites. So, today we can be pulling a couple precepts. First we're going to be starting in 2nd Esdras 8:1. And he answered me, saying, The Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. And Khan, the world to come, that's for the Hebrew Israelites. But first and foremost, starting, with the elect. Because you look at this current world, all these heathens, they, have their dominions. They have, their rulerships, their kingdoms, their riches, their authority, their earthly power. But, in the world to come, man, the Israelites, starting with the elect, under Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is going to have that authority and that power, in the world, man. Now they try to call, Babylon, Mystery of America, thinks, it's the hammer of the earth, man. The real hammer of the earth, man. The real righteous hammer of the earth is going to be, the Israelites ruling, man. Verse 3 says, There be many created, but few shall be saved. And that few that shall be saved is talking about, the elect. Ultimately, the Lord is going to deliver his elect and save them from, all the evil and the wickedness that's, going on this earth, and the growing evils that will, continue to come amongst this earth. And, the elect is special. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the elect. And, in the world to come, man, the righteous are going to be in authority, man. The righteous are going to be bearing rule. While the wicked is, being punished, man. This is Revelation 21:2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh Shem Yahushua out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And New Jerusalem that's being talked about, coming down is, the elect coming down out of them chariots, man. After, being changed and perfected, by our Lord Yahushua. And it says, prepared as a bride adored for her husband. In multiple different verses in the scriptures, the elect is referred to as the bride, and our Lord Yahushua is referred to as that bridegroom. Because ultimately, the elect was created to be the saved and get shewed salvation by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord loves his elect. He's going to see them through every trouble, every obstacle that may face in our way. He's going to give them the strength to, push through it. I'm going to slide down to verse 4. It says, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And Khan. A lot of brothers, life was, hell here in, Mystery Babylon, aka America, going through the curses, going through the various different things that his Hebrew Israelite here, which, go through here in Mystery Babylon, poverty, betrayal, whatever it may be. That there shall be no more death. Khan, Israelites isn't going to be, dying no more, man. There's neither any sorrow. In the kingdom, man, you ain't going to have nothing to be sad about. You're constantly, going to be happy 24/7, man. It says, nor crying. Neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away, man. All these, good things are coming to the elect, man. It says, being immortal, man. Being in the kingdom. Ruling righteously. Having all the desires of your heart. Being able to raise all your children. They're none of them being ripped away from you. Your woman, your ribs isn't a, is obeying you, treating you like the king you are. No more bickerings, no more Hebrew Israelites looking at each other with an evil eye, doing wicked things to each other. The former things are going to be passed away, all the fleshly things, all the things that brothers go through, all are going to be left here, man. Salvation, man. The Lord is going to give his elect that expected end, man. All these things are, coming soon, man. It's clear and evident that we are in the end of, Mystery Babylon, which is the Israelites, last captivity. You look at all the prophecy happening. And so, we know that, time is short. But, with that, hope this lesson was edifying through spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All praises unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Until next time, Shalom, Yashala.